Welcome back. This is News Insight. So, on this segment, we'll be talking about Akwa Ibom governor announcing a state of emergency in power sector. Pastor Kingsley, what can you make of this?
Well, I think it's a good development and an insight to the things what they are doing. But the part I'm not too comfortable with, they have a power plant, and they have a gas supplying company, and they're owing in tune of 40 billion naira. That's about $9 million to the company. And there was an MD of that a power plant company who has managed this place very wrongly. Number one, he should be brought to book. We in this place, we've always said it. For things to move on, we need to see people, right, being punished, people being praised and people being mentored. The man should be brought to book. Don't just say it with levity and looking at anybody can just do whatever they like to do. For administrative negligence, yes. Thank you. Administrative, it should be brought to book. Do you understand? It should be you see, when we know what to do you understand? Let's do what we know what to do. We already know what to do. Let's do it right. And he was blaming, like the governor said, he was blaming the gas company that was supplying them gas for running of the plant, that they were not being considerate. Instead of you treat it business. Do you understand? And I've always said it, most of these people at the helm of affairs in our administrative level, they are not entrepreneurs. And the state must be run like a business. Do you know, truly, the state must be run. And the reason they are not being run like a business is because of the kind of federation that we operate. The federation that we operate, the center is more powerful than the state. Even the powers that belong to the states have not come to the full realization that we can do this. This is our power. Do you understand? If you have a gas plant, do you understand? It's your own. Run it like a business. Distribute power and let people pay for it. It's not that you pay, you don't pay.
Let's hear from you, Ele.
Yes, I totally agree with you. The man should be questioned. You don't just punish a man without hearing from him first. But the question here is this. In Nigeria, from the experience I've had, and I'm still seeing today, the power we use is not something you use over a period of time, then they bring bill. Since they brought these prepaid meters, you are paying for what you are using at the time you are using it. What were they doing all this while that they did not pay the gas company for the supply of the product? What was he doing in office? You take money per minute, per second. As people are using light, you are taking the money. And even if you say what you charge is maybe flat rate, probably if they don't have meter or whatever, but Akwa Ibom State is too organized for that. However, you will generate money every day, every second, and every month from the usage of light. And then the gas you supplied, you are not supplied gas for another purpose. It is the same gas used in powering these plants to produce and distribute electricity. So what were you doing all this while in office that you allowed this debt to be accumulated up to 40 billion naira? So what were you doing with the monies they were paying for the light they were using? And for the state government that declare a state of emergency, I think it's a very beautiful development, because you can't leave a state to just be blank because of somebody's error. Someone's not meeting up or doing his job the way it should be done. So I think it's a general problem of Nigeria, public office holders. A lot of people don't do what they do, what they need to do. And then the people that are supposed to be checkmating them are equally relaxed, because I do not understand how only Akwa Ibom State will owe up to 40 billion to the company that supplied them gas.
Let me ask
you see, this power plant belongs to Akwa Ibom, right? Okay. It belongs to Akwa Ibom. They manage it by themselves. I'm sure they have a special advisor to the governor on power. I'm sure they have a commissioner responsible for power. The MD answers to someone, and over the time that they have used this gas and they've not paid for it, there were chains of people that were involved in it. If they are declaring a state of emergency and setting up a committee, right, to probe into these activities, everyone within this duration that has passed through this level, they should be all be invited and questioned.
They should submit
we can't just say, because I'm not sure, I don't know if it was only the time of the MD that they accumulated so much of this being in this gas to this gas company.
Could be that is over the years.
Yes. Then also to the mode of payment and distribution, because it's not just to generate, it's also to distribute. Do you understand? To consumer, the money, how does it come back? Where does it go to? Who uses it? These are structures that I say that must be put in place.
It has to do with corruption.
Yes, so that it will be fished out from the system.
You understand? See how, like he rightly said, you have all these people who occupy offices, and they're having this light. I didn't think they were never having light. They would have been.
No, we don't even have a question of the fact that people are not paying. If the people are paying, where's the money?
Where's the money? That's it.
So let's not just return. Let's just not report the upside.
Why this debt to this tune?
Because people have been paying. So
people are paying. So the emergency you are declaring, declare the emergency on all fronts, not only on one side. That the MD that's sacked or whatever is done is being blamed for so many things, but on all the downside. Do you understand? The distribution. Do you understand? Who is the person in charge of distribution? And I really wonder if an MD is going on a leave. Are there no structures in the civil service which I know is handing over to a contractor? It's absurd.
One thing why I support the punishment on the MD is this.
There's no punishment yet.
There should be.
There should be
because the MD is the head.
I agree. If we have a messenger too that is our default, the messenger should go in for it. You see, because we know the head is a problem.
Yes.
For example, now everything we talk about Nigeria, we said Tinubu, but you see, in implementation, it's not Tinubu that implements everything, and you know he's not too vibrant like that. So you see that in Aso Rock. So it's the reports they bring to him that he answers to. Yes. But you see, if the thing goes bad, but if anybody found down the line at default, they should all be going for it. So that people will take learning from this, that we cannot just do something and they say the blame is up to the MD.
Well, if there are people who were not doing their work, it's because they found out that they have an MD who was never...
No, they should go in for it. Does the MD collect their salary? The MD doesn't collect their salary. They were paid exactly, and they are supposed to follow civil service rules. Do you understand? So if it was a messenger, it was a driver, whoever it was,
certainly
they should go for it.
But like I just mentioned here, when you head an office, you should not just take that appointment and relax as the boss. You are supposed to get, every day you come to the office, you should want to know what happened yesterday, how it went.
Most of these appointments are political appointments.
If
you even check the MD, maybe he has never held a post like that.
Before.
But it was a point to siphon money by, I don't know, I'm just saying, yes, and all that.
But yet, you seated here this morning, if you are fortunate to be given a very sensitive office, not just an office.
Yes.
We're not talking of an MD over maybe youth, we're talking of power.
It's like God is speaking to you.
We're talking of power.
It's like God is speaking to you. Because I was looking at an appointment. And you will see, let me tell you.
If you get appointment, you will do
when I get appointment, not if.
Okay, when your appointment comes, you do it. You know why?
Yes.
Because you have friends like us that will want to watch your back. We want to criticize you. We want to know how much you get. You must deliver. We cannot be here be criticizing and praising people who do and do not do it, and then we'll get an appointment and we'll go and relax like that. It's not done. So I think the state government, it shows that we still have states that have more problems than this, and the governors are not even doing anything.
Even the Akwa Ibom, maybe what is scaring them is that the gas company is going to take them to court.
Of course.
You understand?
If you are a businessman
and also stop supplying them gas.
Of course. Of course.
So they are afraid of that and all that. But you see, in all these things, we are talking about how things should be done right and done well. Do you understand? they should take cue from, not they have a lot of facilities in Akwa Ibom State. With all due respect to the former governors, that have come. Upongata set the ground, the foundation. Then from there, Babu, I know he likes good things, And when the first time I go to Akwa Ibom, boy, I was impressed. Do you understand? Yeah. Though I heard Atta set the stage for its running, and they've been running like that, So they should also go into this area and make it become better and better.
Okay. Yeah. I think we'll conclude on that note. This is still News Insights. We'll be right back.